She found Reflect, a foundation of honor of late father and volunteers as special advisor to the founder of Sir Emeka Ofor Foundation, SCOF, on partnerships and philanthropy. A chartered member of Paul Harris Society and member District 5160 Polio Plus Society. She is passionate about family and happily married to Kingsley. Committed to family values and loves community service, she and Kingsley are both third level major donor of the Rotary Foundation, first level Bequest Society members, and Paul Harris Fellows. They are blessed with two beautiful children, Kalaram Chim and Imama Chim, all Paul Harris Fellows. Thank you very much. So the webinar is all yours, ma'am.
Thank you so much for that kind
My
introduction of
pleasure.
our special guest. I think I'm going to change the program a bit and we do away with the introductions first. So I'm going to request someone to introduce special guests. Our district governor, Mohapatra. I think Anjana is the one to do the introduction. Can you please introduce our special guest? And I thank the district governor for making the time to be with us this evening. Anjana?
I think the DG is yet to join. He has not yet joined.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
he'll be joining. He'll be joining. You can introduce.
He will be joining later. Okay.
Yeah,
but
you can.
I think we can go ahead and have the introduction.
Yeah, Anjana, you are
Okay.
muted.
Yes, all right. Can you hear me now?
Muted. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Yes.
It is my pleasure to introduce on this special meeting of RFEW India chapter, the special guest, Shri Y. Mahapatra, District Governor of Rotary Club of Bhubaneswar, Toshali. A star performer of the Rotary clan, Mr. Mahapatra has many awards to his credit, many bests, and many outstanding achievements. Best President, Best Public Image Chair, etc., etc., etc. His commendable contribution during COVID times is much remembered. He's a media baron and has released significant songs, Salam India, Mission Green, etc., with strong support from his Rotarian spouse, Mrs. Itun Mahapatra, who is a professional singer. We look forward to his guidance and active support in the India chapter of Rotary Fellowship for Empowerment of Women. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I will proceed to introduce our cream rose, Rosette Nabumba Nayenga, who is a seasoned Rotarian. Rossetti was the first female district governor in Uganda. She was district governor in 2020, 2021. She's extremely passionate about women empowerment, and together with friends, she initiated the Rotary Roses program, which later matured into the Rotary Fellowship for Empowering Women. She is a seasoned monitoring and evaluation practitioner, 25 years of dedicated service at the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development in the government of Uganda. She has just completed a 6-year term as president of the Africa Evaluation Association. And with its headquarters in Ghana, that is Freya, is a co-principal investigator in the Pan-African Indigenous Evaluation Consortium involving universities in Africa, developing innovative frameworks for Africa-rooted evaluation. The consortium is led by University of Botswana with funding from the MasterCard Foundation. She is a regional board member in the DigiWord Limited, a global company that specializes in providing businesses with top-notch cybersecurity services and customized IT services. She's a member of the Rotary International Joint Strategic Planning Committee and the TRF Major Gifts Initiative Community Economic Development. She's a proprietor and a businesswoman. I don't know how she pulls off all this, of Panther Suits Hotel. And she's a member of the Rotary Club of Mukono since 2005. That is in District 9213. She's also a member of the Rotary Action Group, Community Economic Development, and a board member of the Rotary International IT Fellowship. Ladies and gentlemen, join me to welcome our Primrose, Rossetti Nabumba Nayenga, the founder of the Rotary Fellowship for Empowering Women. Thank you so much. Having concluded, I wish I had organized somebody to give us a musical interlude. I don't know why I didn't think about it, but now I feel like we need one. Just give me a minute, because the next is the introduction of the chapter, and then we'll move into the chapter. If you're a co-host, please assist me to admit people. There are people in the waiting room. Just keep admitting them. Thank you so much all for joining us. And as I introduce this chapter, I want to start by appreciating White Rose Jennifer Namkwaya, who is the one who established the connection between us and the chair of this chapter, Dr. Smita, and they had quite a number of engagements until they brought me on board as the chair of consulates and chapters. So from that time onwards, we started the formation of the India chapter. Initially, Jennifer was looking for partnership and how we can work together with women in India to empower women across the globe. But we ended up deciding to do a chapter, and I'm pleased and excited that India chapter is growing very fast, and I believe it's going to be really big. And they have already embarked on a number of initiatives of empowering women and girls in their communities. I'm really excited. So currently, I think we have about 25 members, and I'll run through briefly on the ones that I have the names. So we have our chair, Smita Sinha, VJ. We have Mukesh. VJ, I think, is an advisor. Mukesh is our secretary. We have Anil, who is a director. We have Kati. We have Amrita. We have Anjana. I would wish that if I mention your name, please make sure your video is on, and then you wave so that our guests can know who these people are. We have Amrita, we have Anjana. I think
That's me, Anjana.
She already introduced somebody. We have Dr. Pratishka. We have Dr. Paravi, who have both spoken already. We have Kusum. We have Pratip. We have Sayen or Satwant, and Srikera. We have Surama. We have Sutith Bosse, and Anthony Thomas. We have Please excuse me if I pronounce it, but let me go with the easier one. We have Rotarian Balaji, who is a chartered accountant. We have Nagioti, and I think we have several others whose names I had not been able to get by the time. I think in the total, there are about 25 members that are going to be chartered. These are the charter members of the India chapter, Rotary Fellowship for Empowering Women. And I would like to present them for charter. And I will call upon our Cream Rose to, together with our chief guest, to perform this very important function of chartering this Rotary Fellowship for Empowering Women India chapter.
Thank you very much. I'd like to give the opportunity to our trustee to go forward and start and do this function. Thank you. Pal, are you there?
I don't know where she's disappeared.
Pal, are you there?
I think she's there.
Pal, Polio, Pal.
Ijoma.
Ijoma, are you there? All right.
He is there.
She's there. She's coming. But in the meantime,
Yeah, she's there.
She's here. Pal, are you there? Pal? All right. Let's keep moving. You are most welcome to this meeting, this fellowship. We are so excited. I can't tell you how excited we are that today we are meeting to charter a new arm of us somewhere in India. Thank you so much for agreeing to carry the banner, the vision, and being part of this big group. And I know we are going to go rounds around the world. Pal, are you here? Because I really had wanted her to do the honors of chartering this. Just to say that in today's world, many things are shifting and we have to shift with times. And it's very important that we move with technology and our women, wherever they may be, actually take advantage of digital advancement. And therefore, if we need to do something, we need to reskill and upskill our women. And by association, we are saying that women actually work closely with men. So we are always happy when we have men with us. So it's essential that we focus all these great women and they are able to access resources and opportunities and make their own choices to control their lives. With those words, I would like to ask Pal, are you there? So
I see her online, but she's
Pal, I was just filling a gap. I really want, they're asking us to do the honors of chartering this club. And please, can you do it? You are our chief guest. Please do so. Over to you.
Thank you, Rossetti. Thank you, PDG. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Dr. Smita. You know, I feel so honored. I came in from Orlando this morning. I had to move my flight from 2 o'clock to 6:40 a.m. because I guess if I had to do a 2, if they don't fly early, I will not be able to meet the 4 o'clock. And Dr. Smita kept urging me and reminding me of the time. So I thank the Almighty God. And you know, definitely somehow, I came in without my luggage. My luggage didn't come. Air France didn't take my luggage. I was almost tempted to stay back in Lagos for tomorrow. But if I did, I still will miss this program because I would have been totally disgusted. So I want to thank Almighty God for making it possible. I also want to thank you, PDG Rossetti. It's not, I mean, to have a vision is one thing. To allow the vision to germinate and blossom into something that others can feel is another thing. And sometimes some of us actually get very, will I say, conservative with our vision. We keep it to ourselves. Forgetting that sometimes some of the visions we have in life are God's deposit inside us to make this world a better place. So when you have it and you don't share it with people, you're actually depriving others of God's love and God's mission. Women are very integral part of creation. Sometimes, of course, I don't want to deviate into creation, but you know that there's actually nothing we can do without women. There is actually nothing we can do without women. The first time I came to India, that was in 2019 as RI I discovered that District 3030 had no woman, had not produced a female DG. And I felt, no, this district will be lacking the passion, the goodness, the vibes, the creativity that women ordinarily should bring into purpose. So I had discussions with their women in Rotary, had discussions with the spouses, and coincidentally, the aide that attached to me is Asha. And I approached Asha. I said, Asha, why are you not in the lead of leadership? She said, no, it's not something she can do. She was concentrating on her business, blah, blah, blah. But I had a covenant with the women in India. Indeed, we held hands together and took a vow. I told them they should strive and produce a female governor, and that when they do, I'll be back. Coincidentally, Asha, my aide, ended up being the first district governor of 3030, and the books are there to actually let testimony to the creativity she brought in as district governor. So I want to thank Rossetti for this wonderful vision, for Indians to also accepting to have an extension of this vision. We don't have it in Nigeria yet. So I'm like a member in, I don't know, how do they call it? Is it a member in transit in diaspora? But the most important thing is I'm a member. I am happy I'm alive that this is being established, the chapter is being flagged up. And it's being flagged up before I physically go back to India again. So it's like a fulfillment for me. If I go back to India, I'm going to be talking about this fellowship and encouraging more women to actually be part of it. There's so much we can do to help Rotary and our communities to grow through this fellowship. And I am confident. I've read the amendment, I've seen the vision and mission of the fellowship, and I know it's a fellowship that is destined for greatness. It's on the right path, and Rotary will be blessed and be happy that this fellowship was established. So once again, I say congratulations, and I'm actually eager for us to flag off this chapter.
You were supposed to really flag it off.
Yeah, we'll flag it off now. Do we have any particular logo for this chapter?
We do have a certificate, a charter certificate. I request Red Rose Kimberly to help me share it on the screen.
If he shares it, then we can officially flag it off. Wonderful. My dear women, my dear friends, it gives me great honor to flag off this wonderful fellowship in India. And I'm going to read it out. This is the certificate of membership. This certificate today is the 17th of February 2025. It is to certify that RFEW Indian chapter has been duly organized and having agreed through its officers. The officers have been mentioned here, they've been listed, and members to be bound by the Constitution and bylaws of Rotary International, is now duly admitted on 17 February 2025 as a member of Rotary Fellowship for Empowering Women. I didn't hear anybody clapping. And is entitled to the rights and privilege of such membership. Congratulations to everybody. I am excited. You have no idea how I feel being the one to actually unveil it. If we were there, I would have used ribbon to unveil it and do the Indian dance and all that, but no problem. We'll get around it someday. Congratulations to everyone. This chapter has been unveiled. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Trustee Pal, for flagging off this wonderful chapter. I must say it has a good blend of female and male Rotarians. So I think it's really going to be great. And a big thank you to Primrose as well for the supportive role that you have played in flagging this off. I don't know if DG has joined.
No.
Has District Governor joined? Has anybody cited?
No, not yet.
Okay. I guess we shall proceed, because now would be the time for us to hear from the chair of our fellow chapter that has just been chatted, Dr. Smita. Dr. Smita, are you there?
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Yes, please take it over now. Now you are the one chairing this meeting from now onwards.
Okay, just a minute.
I hand it over to you.
Good evening, namaste, good morning, and good afternoon. We are from different time zone, and congratulations to all of us. In fact, to the Rotary Fellowship for Empowering Women, and also all the members of the India chapter. Our chief guest, PDG Ijoma Paul Okoro, Trustee TRF Zone 22, from Rotary Club of Port Harcourt in Nigeria. DG Jagyashish Mahapatra of District 3262 in absentia. PDG Rossetti Nabunka, Founder Chair and the Cream Rose from Rotary Club of Mukono, District 9213, Uganda. And Rotarian Kimberly Kasan, the Executive Chair of this chapter from Rotary Club of Kampala, Mysar, District 9213. Rotarian Jane Kabugo, Consulate Director, and Jennifer Namukawaya. I'm sure I'm not able to pronounce properly. I may be excused for this. And Jennifer is the person, who is the link between us and the chapter. Because of her, we are here today. And thank you, Jennifer. All the PDGs, DGs present here, my Rotarians friends and non-Rotarians friends, ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege to be the chair of this chapter, this prestigious chapter. And I am thankful to all of you for taking all the pain in forming this chapter. In fact, the whole procedure started in the month of October, when Rotarian Jennifer contacted me several times, and she tried to convince me to form this chapter. And slowly, many more Rotarians, they joined. And finally, we had series of meeting with Rotarian Kimberly, Rotarian Jane, and others. And then there was an election. We formed the bylaws, constitution, and all the activities that we are going to carry out. But one thing is not yet decided regarding the payment. Regarding, there were some technical difficulties which we had discussed with Rotarian Kimberly regarding the government regulation of transferring funds to Uganda. So this is one thing, we need some clarification, how to go about it. Maybe our TRF trustee can also make the suggestions later on. And we also form the action plan. So three important projects we are going to take up. One is on mushroom cultivation for income generating scheme for the women, both for the rural as well as for urban women. And recently also on 27th of January, our club was doing this project, and it has been featured in news and feature of Rotary.org under the title Growing Opportunities. So this is a project which all of us, can replicate in all our clubs. And after this presentation ceremony is formally over, we are going to have a short presentation by one of our member of this chapter regarding how to cultivate mushroom and why one should cultivate mushroom. So I request all of you to be part of this, to stay back, and so that you all clubs also can go for this project. The second project which we are going to uh, implement, and my club is going to implement, is very soon, within a few days. That is on reusable sanitary napkin. But this is little different from the other cloth sanitary napkin which has been in use. This is a high technology based, made from banana fiber, which is supported, the technology is supported by Indian Institute of Technology, and it has been approved by Niti Aayog, and it is, and this project we are going to implement in my club, and very soon in another 5-6 cities of India, which has been identified. And very soon we will also replicate it in other parts of the country. Then the third one is on skill development of the youth and the students, both rural and the urban, on various soft skill and other skill development. So these are the three projects we are going to take up right now. And maybe in future, we will do more projects. So with this small action plan, again, I welcome all of you. And I'm very much thankful to all our members, who have shown so much of enthusiasm. And for last 4 months, we've been waiting and waiting, for the formation of this chapter. And finally, the D-Day has come. And I congratulate all of you. And thank you very much. And thank you, Rotarian Kimberly, Rotarian Jane, Rotarian Jennifer. And thank you, PDG Ijoma. She's a very sweet friend of mine and good friend of mine. And she agreed for this to grace the occasion today. And today she has returned from Orlando. And she is as such also tired. She has not slept. And still she joined on time. Thank you very much, PDG Ijoma. And she is going to come to India very soon on 22nd, right? Yeah. So people who are in Chennai, can meet her also. And maybe we will see that, we also meet her. She'll be here till 1st or 2nd of March. So thank you very much. Over to Jen.
Thank you so much, our chair. Can you also please introduce the board officially that you're going to be serving with?
I request our secretary, Mukesh ji, to screen share the board. Please read it out, Mukesh. Or let me read it out. Yeah. So the chair is Rotarian Smita Sinha, that is me, from Rotary Club of Bhubaneswar, Flamingo. And just a minute. Yeah, can you just make it little bigger? Zoom it. Mukesh, can you zoom it? Yeah, and Vice Chair is Rotarian Pradeep Kumar Mishra from Rotary Club of Bhubaneswar Excellence, District 3262. We both are from the same district. Then Secretary is Rotarian Mukesh Parmar from Rotary Club of Modasa in Gujarat, District 3055. Executive Secretary is Ms. Anjana B. Sarma, who is the ex-Chief General Manager of Indian Oil Corporation in Guwahati. She's a non-Rotarian. She's a Orange Rose. And Treasurer is Rotarian Kirti Suranjan from Rotary Club of Organ Donation, District 3234. Then we have Fellowship Officer, Rotarian Dr. Pallavi Maji from Rotary Club Burdwan 3240. Then we have Director Fundraising, Rotarian Kusum Thakur from Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Green in District 3250. Then we have Director Public Image from Rotarian Satwan Sayan from Rotary Club of Delhi Madhyam, District 3011. Then we have Director Membership, Rotarian Anil Ghai from Rotary Club of Kashipur, काशीपुर कॉर्बेट थोड़ा दिख नहीं रहा है या कॉर्बेट डिस्ट्रिक्ट 3120. Then we have Director Projects, Rotarian Dr. Pratishtha Mai from Rotary Club of Nagpur Downtown, District 3030. Then we have our club advisor, chapter advisor, Rotarian CA Bijay K. Keval Ramani, who is from Rotary Club of Thane Titans, District 3142. And this term is for 2 years. And we have a few more members. We were not able to mention their name. And another 15 members are there and more are expected to join. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Smita, for introducing the board. I think I saw a comment from White Rose Kate saying it's a very well-balanced board. It has a lot of, it has men and women, and it is also having a lot of skills from what they have seen. So thank you for introducing that that board. I don't know if DG has joined. Has anybody cited our DG special guest? But as we wait for him, I will now request Primrose Rossetti to give us a few words of wisdom. And then we shall hear from DG if he has joined by that time. If not, then we'll get our chief guest to give us the words of wisdom.
Thank you very much. I'm on the board, so if I get lost, please continue. I wish to congratulate our new members and thank you so much for joining the fellowship. I have heard the projects, they are good. Let's think about linking up across continents and doing things that we love as women and together with our men. So it's essential that we increase the women's social and economic empowerment, as well as in the spaces of political and legal strength, so that they can participate meaningfully. If we do so, they are gains for why we bring women. It's not just something which is we are doing just as a bypass, but in the long run, we shall have more equitable and peaceful societies wherever we are. We do hope that we can do as many projects as we can, but within the means we have, because worldwide we have certain obstacles that keep our women and men and girls behind. For instance, issues around literacy, issues around gender inequalities, making sure that we increase access to economic opportunities, reproductive health, technology, and making sure our women are in corporate governance. We must increase safety and security of person and property, because anywhere you go, domestic violence is a common occurrence, no matter which society we're in. And for us to do all this, we must be focused on mentorship, coaching, internship, giving spaces, making sure that we walk, everywhere we go, walk with the young ones. If I'm going to church, take them with you and they see what happens. If you're going into the corporate world, go with the young ones so that we make sure our organization is sustainable. I wish to wish you the best. As I said before, technology has come to stay with us, and it is estimated that about 85 million jobs will be lost because of the changes in technology and the use of robots and the rest. And so we must take advantage of the changing times. At the same time, we shall have technological changes where about 97 million jobs will be created. So how have we positioned our women and girls to take advantage of new opportunities that they don't only? So these are things we must think about. We must come out and talk about beauty and nice, being nice, smell nice, be flowery, but at the heart of it, you must be successful. We all want to be empowered, successful, and driving economies wherever we are. So I thank you so much. And one day we shall meet. I'm sure we're going to meet. Thank you very much to the organizers, Chair Kimberly. Thank you so much. Pearl, my sister, from a different part of the world. Thank you so much for accepting to be here. That's Jane. Always nice, and you know what to do. Thank you so much. And all the members who are on in RFEW leadership who have made this possible. Wish you the best in the journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Primrose, Rossetti. We can see you on the road and mobile, but at least you managed to deliver your speech. Before I check whether DG has joined.
No. He has sent his apology. He's stuck up somewhere. He's traveling.
Oh, he will
not
not
able
be able
to get the connection, and he has
Okay.
sent his apology.
Thank you for
And
letting me know. Before I invite Trustee Pearl, I just wanted to let her know that the chapter for Nigeria was the one that was supposed to come before the one of India. But unfortunately, the contact person I have in Nigeria was not moving things along as fast as Dr. Smita was doing.
Dr. Smita is fire now.
Dr. Smita is real fire. And she has moved us along. I want to appreciate her, appreciate all the members of the chapter. They have all been attending the formation meetings. We have discussed everything amicably. We've agreed on the leaders. We've done the strategic, the bylaws, strategic action plan, and everything that they have prepared. So I want to thank them so much. And I want to thank also and appreciate our leaders at RFEW. They have supported me a lot in this journey, most especially our chair, Red Rose Kimberly, and the acting Red Rose Diana. I haven't seen her, by the way. Yeah, she's there. She's there. I think I will ask her to greet us before I invite Trustee Pearl to speak to us. I'll just ask Diana but she's been doing a lot of work in the background because our Red Rose is away, who is she's currently in the US. Diana, would you like to just say hello to the new chapter, to everybody on call, and before we move to our chief guest?
No problem, no problem. I hope I can be heard.
Loud and clear.
Perfect, perfect. A good day to everybody. Very exciting event indeed. It's always a pleasure and joyous to see us growing in numbers and especially empowering women. I am a bit selfish. I am a woman myself. So when I see more numbers driving a particular cause towards our agenda, it's definitely a day for celebration. So congratulations to the Indian chapter and to the new Red Rose, the newest, I believe, on the planet, because we have just chartered them. Congratulations to the team, and we look forward to working with you to continue impacting the world, especially in the country you're in. I've listened to the project ideas you have. Very amazing. It's so exciting that you already have plans to get started and hit the ground running. So we're only here to support you wherever you need. We're just a call away. And congratulations as well to the parent group, Rotary Fellowship of Empowering Women, the Ugandan one. We are here today eventually, and maybe in a couple of days Nigeria will be joining us, since we have Rotary Pal with us on call. So yes, back to you, Indigen.
Thank you so much. And now, with a lot of humility, I would like to invite our trustee, the passion lady, the lady I admire a lot, and who also happens to be my boss in my current role. Thank you
Don't
so
mind
much.
Jane. No. Jane is an inspiration to all of us in the foundation team. You see this her little head. If I tell you what is inside it, you'll be marveled. When Jane gives presentations of foundation, even we at the senior level start to wonder. We stay quiet to listen to her. So it has nothing to do with a role. It has nothing to do with being high up there. Jane has a lot of things to order, and I admire you. Yeah, thanks a lot for all you do. Congratulations once again, the Indian chapter, led my sweet sister and friend, Dr. Smita. I have no doubt that you will be on a roller coaster. I know Dr. Smita. Anything she touches, she puts her weight on it. She puts all her time. She puts all her passion. Like I said before, Dr. Smita is the reason why I'm in Port Harcourt today. If she's not her and the kind of weight and my fear of disappointing her, I wouldn't have been here. I would have waited in Lagos for my luggage, my 2 big suitcases to come. But I knew if I stayed back in Lagos, I would be unable to join the people. That is a great attribute of the person you have to lead this chapter. You know that leadership is everything. When you have a leader who is passionate, who is selfless, who sees tomorrow, who looks beyond the immediate, it puts every one of us on track and all that. Well, mine is some words of admonition. I'm not going to be giving you any lecture. I've listened to everybody speak on this great chapter, and I think it should just be a day of great celebration. I just needed to remind us, because when we talk about women in Rotary, it looks like we are being gender crazy. It's not. If you bring service and take service back to 1905, when Paul Harris and his friends started Rotary. Rotary was not for service. Rotary was for fun. It was for fellowship. Paul Harris wanted a group of people to come together, serving themselves, have friends, and expand their business landscape. But because of the circumstances at that time, women are naturally caregivers. Men go to war, men go to work, women stay back home to take care of the houses, make sure the children are going to school and are well behaved, while our men were outside. So the real projects of Rotary were started by Jean Harris. What Jean was doing that time was, since the husbands, they were all going about doing Rotary work, she sits back in her little corner, using her knitting needle and some thread, and she'll be putting some, knitting together and preparing some sweaters. So when they go out for some of those outrages, those knitted sweaters and cardigans become what they actually give to people to cover themselves for cold and all that. And other Rotary hands also join her. But the main service project officially recorded of Rotary was a building of a toilet. And how did that come about? Rotarians stayed back in a table and said, wait a minute. We have wives who go to the streets of Chicago to trade, they trade along the streets and the markets and all that. And when they are pressed for call of nature, there's no place, there's no public toilet for them to go to toilet. So what they do is they pack up their wares and return home. So if a woman comes for market at 8 a.m. and gets pressed at 10 o'clock, she goes home and she will not come back again. So that was also affecting the women and whatever they were able to bring to the house. And so they thought about it that the best thing for them to do is to build a toilet. When they build this toilet, it's not only going to benefit Rotary women, it will also benefit the environment, Chicago, those who are coming from outside everywhere to trade. So that is recorded as the first project of Rotary International. So it's good to note that this project was done in consideration of women. And if you believe in give back, like I do, if they have started, if service crept into Rotary because of women, as a woman, I want to give so much back through that organization that thought about me and my comfort in the early days of the formation. Let me take it a little bit to India. Of course, you know India with the population and all that. I can take you back to some of the reforms, to some of the indices that were gauged, to do some calculations in Geneva to know how the India women fared. As far back as that time in 2011, the figures weren't looking good, but I can also tell you that as at 2022, there has been a lot of improvement. But even with that, it appears that most women in India still wear these restrictive chains that drag them down. And this is because it's a reflection of the condition of women. In a society, India is known for its fast growth in everything.
मैंने तुझे कल भी कहा था चावल था बचा हुआ अच्छा
Yeah, technology, growth, experiments, of course, even in a Rotary, grants, development, contribution to the foundation, growth in membership, and all that. We have that. So we cannot have women, being dragged down by themselves, by what they consider as a limitation. There is an urgent need for us to rethink. Actually, to rethink how to expedite the process of women empowerment in a patriarchal and traditional society like India, and how Rotary can contribute. The Global Gender Gap reports indicate that between 2006 and 2011, Indian women and girls have narrowed the gap with men, which is quite impressive. So whatever gap that were created by, men being there and women being here, has actually been narrowed down. Indian women and girls have narrowed it down, and they are leaping further to do awesome projects, awesome interventions, high profile in the society, high profile in a business, and all that. The result is an increasing risk of unintended, that is, again, the result is that you have more women empowered, more women with their own funds, more women in position, even in government and business, to be able to do things. So what do we intend to do with this? It is our intention that with this fellowship, with this coming together of women, supported by men who are also in our group, we should begin to look beyond our gender imbalance begin to take out this special nurture, this special passion, this special gift, creativity inside us to begin to do things better. I was really excited when Dr. Smita was listing out the projects, and the best projects of this fellowship. You talk about mushroom cultivation. I've noted it down. I want to be part of that project. We live in a situation over here in Nigeria, a lot of people are running away from cholesterol, a lot of people are running away from animal protein and all that. I am also dwindling. When I travel abroad, I feed a lot on mushrooms. So I want to also know how it's being cultivated. And I'm sure that even in Nigeria, a lot of women, when the chapter is one, want to. This is a step in the right direction. And to think that it's going to be taught to both rural and urban women. I hope you know that the fourth program of scale, which is not on health. Our first program of scale was in Zambia for malaria. The second one was in Nigeria for maternal and child care. The third one was cervical cancer in Egypt. But for the fourth one, it came to India to empower the rural people for water gathering for agriculture. So you are just at the right place at the right time. As our late Sabowori said, you were at the bus stop at the right time. This fellowship is coming at the right time, where you can also dance in the area of the program of scale that has been approved by India. Somebody was asking, is it going to be a possibility to get projects in future? Why not? If you design the projects and come up with the right indices, while I'm still there, we push it forward. The most important thing, as our policy stated, that we are going to conform to the policies of Rotary International. As long as we are on RAM, on time, the maternal POS being done in Nigeria is a product of an action group. It's a Rotary Action Group for Child and Maternal Health. That is the people that wrote up that POS that brought $2 million to Nigeria. So as a fellowship, if you are on track, you have traceable records of wonderful things you've done. Why not? We can be on the path of actually getting funding from the foundation to do some great projects. The second project, what brings it very close to my heart, Shaker. I fell in love to Shaker. Mecca, when he was president, was his total involvement of women. It was his decision to empower women. I am happy to note that the reusable pad project came out of the pressure from Rashi, who is a woman. She understands what women go through when they're on their period. She understands that a lot of them do not have access to common sanitary pads. Now, Dr. Smita is telling us of the sanitary pad that is not just dependent on cloth. It's going to be banana. Indians and banana. You know, when I went to California in 2004 and stayed 2020 and stayed with an Indian family, Sangita and Co, their grandparents took me to their garden and were showing me their banana plants. And they told me that India, there's a lot of things you can do with a banana plant. So I am so excited that we are going back straight to nature, that this reusable part with high technological input is going to be used to banana plant. That's what they are going to derive the components, the basics to use in the reusable part. When we were in India with Jennifer, with Stephanie, last month, Jane, I think Jane and Rossetti, I don't know what, I think they visited the Ryla camp. The children, the retractors were also busy doing the reusable parts on camp. And I'm sure that by the time this is introduced, other countries will also learn it, because anything that takes us very close to nature, that is what is going to do. And of course, the skill development that you talked about, I mean, where will the world be if women are not developed? When women are developed, when they learn skills, you have a lot of less of street children. The men are more comfortable because women are able to actually learn skills that will help them to support in the homes and all that. So we are starting off well. Like I said, today is one day I'm going to forever remember. We are starting off well. We have a direction. We have come together not to learn fashion, not to know how to improve our skin or improve our hair. No, we have come together like a President-elect Mario will say, we are uniting for good. We are acting our magic to unite for good, for the sole purpose of helping other people in the society. So what I want to assure you is at the Rotary Foundation side, any projects that meets our standard, that we can actually look at and rate the impact, because Rotary Foundation is more interested in knowing the impact of our projects. We don't just want to do projects. We want to see how our projects affect positively the people we're delivering the projects to. So my own happiness, my own word to you is that as long as I'm available and I'm around, whatever it will take to make sure that we expand your fellowship to the extent that whatever you can get from our pool, you will get it to do your projects better. I want to congratulate everybody once again. I'm looking forward to this project taking off. And remember, please write my name as your #1 applicant for the teaching of mushroom cultivation. I am particularly interested in it, not because you have listed it before now. I've actually gone to a bioscience center about 2 hours away from me, and I was amused. I didn't even know how the mushroom can actually be produced, apart from the one you get in the bushes. I didn't know that you can do like a greenhouse, store some wood and over some temperature and produce a mushroom. So I am happy that this fellowship is taking on to that, and I want to learn, and I'm sure other people will want to learn from it. So once again, congratulations on a very wonderful project. Remember, as women, there's so much in our hands that we can do. The world depends on us. The world is looking forward to us. And let us use that charm. Let us use that creativity. Let us use that gift that is given to us by God Almighty to do the best. And for India, I also want to pay special tribute to my Rotary International President's Rep when I was governor in 2015, Reka Shetty. She passed on some 2 years ago, but I saw a lot. I learned a lot through her of what a typical Indian woman is. Very resourceful, very spiritual, very creative, very determined. I mean, for the few years I related with Reka, it was also one project or the other. Oh, they bring this, oh, they bring that, oh, doing this for the girl child, oh, doing this. And that is the way I see every Indian woman now. I see them from the eyes of the late Reka Shetty, a woman who is determined to make a difference and create a wonderful instance. I'm also happy that when I come to India next week, part of what I'm going to do after the conference is to give a lecture on her memorial service being organized by her husband, Jin Shetty. So anybody who is around Chennai District 3234, it would be pleasant. It will kindle my heart to see all of you and give all of you a dear hug as we go further to celebrate and advocate this chapter. So thank you so much for having me in. And once again, and as always, I'll say namaste. Thank you. Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you so much, Trustee Pearl. Thank you for that wonderful address to the new chapter. I want to request, is it Pratip, to give a vote of thanks to our special guests, to all the new roses, to those that joined us from the US in the chapter of Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. They joined us also. That was the first chapter that we chatted this year, this Rotary year. And now we have the India chapter, and next will be Nigeria chapter coming soon. Pratik?
Thank you. Thank you very much. It has been a wonderful evening. Once again, before offering my gratitude and vote of thanks to all present here, I'll just quote that the roses of India are blooming and their fragrance will spread around the world. And I wish all success in 2025 that we will make it happen, because things ordinarily don't happen, you make it happen. And that's the spirit that has been raised by Pearl Okoro. So thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us a very inspiring and thought-provoking. It was fiery, it was inspirational, and I think from here we move on forward. I am unable to take all the names, but each one who has spoken this evening has one thing in common, one string of thought, that we are now movers and shakers, and we will make things move on. With the dynamic leadership of Dr. Smita Sinha, as already spoken by all, and we have Mukesh ji and others to lead and make this happen. I once again wish you all a very pleasant evening, morning, and where you are all over the world, that we India chapter has taken roots today, and we will grow to a huge banyan tree and spread its fruits and color all over. So welcoming you again to India. We will be working together. Thank you so much for providing us the platform.
Thank you, Blue Rose Platik. I want to request now everybody to switch on their videos so that our photographer can take the picture, some beautiful pictures. Where is our photographer? I hope he's online. Vijay, are you there?
Yes, the photos have been clicked from time to time. Don't worry.
Oh, you've been taking all the time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And now
around 46 photographs I will share with everybody later.
Okay, that's nice.
And now for the closure, I would like to call back our new Red Rose, Dr. Smita.
Thank you very much. It was really very meaningful and engrossing chapter presentation ceremony. Thank you very much. And with this, we are adjourning this meeting. Now,